Hey, what's up, good people? Coming to you with a late one on today. Listen, this week is going to be another heavy data week. There's a lot of things that's going on. The Fed is going to be speaking. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about CPI coming. We're going to talk about state of the market, what happened today, et cetera, what's going on that's causing the market to go down even further, okay? My name is Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you're new to the page, your first time, listen, we have a bunch of links below. We want you to check those out. And then ATL Atlanta, I'm coming this weekend, and I got some free tickets to give away, all right? Let's get right into it. Let's not waste another dime of your time. All right, U.S. stock futures slip as investors weigh escalating tension in Iran while preparing for a busy slate of corporate earnings and a closely watched inflation report. That inflation report will be tomorrow morning, an hour before opening bell, and that will be the CPI, Consumer Price Index. You guys know that there's a monthly CPI, all right? And there is a monthly PPI. CPI will be tomorrow, an hour before the market opens, and a PPI, Producers Price Index, will be the following day, which is Wednesday. All right, so keep your eye on the market. There's going to be some pre-market movers due to it's an inflation gauge. Okay, of course, we have PCE, PPI, and CPI. PCE is more important, and then CPI, and then core CPI, and then PPI in that order. All right. So we want to see what's happening. Now, again, like on yesterday's video, I said that the Fed new policy, this new Fed, other than all of these boards that he is putting together, he said he won't be giving forward guidance anymore because he's going to see what the data says. And I agree with him. Okay, so we got to wait until tomorrow morning. It could tank the market even further or lift it up. If inflation is out of control, this new Fed, who was supposed to be lowering interest rates, will be forced to increase interest rates. Okay, and that's what he will have to do if inflation is out of control, right? So that's one of the things that we got to look for. As a matter of fact, I took some notes. Let's just go right through these notes. The Fed Chair, Kevin Walsh, will be speaking tomorrow morning on the Hill. That will be 10 a.m., I believe, Eastern Standard Time for you New Yorkers. All right, so that'll be 9 p.m. So now we'll have CPI first, and then the Fed will be speaking. If CPI is hot, if inflation is hot, and then the Fed comes right behind that and say, well, we're going to have to increase interest rates. Then there goes the market. You know what caused the market to go down today? The Fed was sounding very, 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 very hawkish, if you ask me. He was sounding today. But you got to understand, I always talk about jawboning, okay? What is jawboning? The Fed using his words to move the market. The Fed can literally just sound hawkish. Hawkish meaning he's threatening that he's going to increase interest rates, okay? So he could sound hawkish, and that moves the market enough for him not to be hawkish. And I believe a little of that may be priced in. That's called jawboning. We talked about CPI coming tomorrow and PPI, okay? Chip stocks will start to post their earnings. Of course, it's always led by financials, the banks, and then the chip stocks will start to post their earnings. I gave you a few on yesterday's video. We're going to keep our eyes on that. Now, that was what started the market to go down today. The Fed, me being hawkish, the new Fed, and this is what's keeping it down. All right. This has been going on all day. Oil spiked up. Iran war, live updates. U.S. begins new strikes. Just read the headlines. Iran war, U.S. launch more attacks. Trump orders more strikes on Iran after vowing to keep the Straits of Hormuz and charge fees. He is getting even more hawkish, okay? He's saying that he's going to order strikes, he's going to keep the straits open, and he's going to charge fees, okay? And so the back and forth, things are ratcheting up in going in the other direction. So peace talks are off. Now we are back fighting this war, which you and I are going to feel it in the pocket. We're feeling it already. Look at your portfolios, because this is one of the reasons why things are going down. As the VIX started to spike up a little bit, 17 still looking decent, still under control, but the NASDAQ came down 400 points today. S&P and the Dow just went down, as you could see. Never could recover. We had some chop in the morning. It tried to drift up a little bit, but not enough strength to pull it off. And so we ended up negative. Now, as we look at the pre-markets, they're actually not that bad. Let me do a refresh just to make sure. With everything that's going on, you would expect the pre-markets to be worse than this. Of course, we know that when it's flat like this, it really does not mean anything. You really have to check and wait till morning to see what the market is really going to do. Now, I'm going to pull up a few stock in different areas that really got hit today. This is ticker symbol DRAM right here, down 9% today. Ticker symbol USAR, rare earth. So this DRAM, this is chips. You guys know that. It's a semiconductor chip ETF, right? And we could see that 9% for an ETF is a lot. Rare earths have been coming down for a while. This is ticker symbol USAR. And then we have nuclear. It's down by 6%. USAR and Oklo have been performing horribly this over the last week. And ticker symbol IONQ, of course, is in quantum computing, and it has not been performing well. If we go to the 5-day, you could see that quantum computing have been getting hit really, really, really hard. And as a matter of fact, if you are still leveraged, this is why I told you guys, you have to buy the dips and sell the riffs in these leverage ETFs. Okay, look at ticker symbol SOXL. It's a triple leverage, but it's down 14%. And if this war continues to escalate, it's going to come down more. So I was looking at it, and I was also looking at a small cap stock called Poet, and we bought a little bit today of Poet, and it was down, right? It was down 3. It was actually down way more than this, but it regained. As you can see, it tanked, and we started buying it almost near the bottom. It's $8 now. But if you go out about a year, you will see it makes these big run-ups, right? Look at that, $15, and then right back down to $7, and then up to $15, and then here we go, right back down. That's what Poet does. It has these huge hills and these low valleys. If you catch them on the valleys and just accumulate, that's what I'm doing with Poet. And I haven't started on some of the other ones. SoFi, not in it yet. There's some more that I'm not in yet. But as far as small tech, when tech gets beat down, this is under the umbrella of tech, these small caps get beat down so bad till I just buy and hold, and it is nothing for this thing to come back up and be a double bagger. So be up 100%. That's what I meant to say. So in closing, let me say this. There are some stock that you have that are red. There are some stock that I have that are red. Believe it or not, I've learned to hold on to the ones that I think has a great future. And so what if it's red? So what if you have a few red stock? Is your overall portfolio green? That's what I'm going to ask you. Is it green? I have some in my Roth that are red. I have some USAR that's red now, okay? I got some Oklo that's actually red now. What am I doing? I'm holding them. I have some quantum computing that are red now. Of course, I made enough quantum computing. I'm playing with a quarter of the house's money, the amount of money I've made on quantum computing. But I'm going to hold some of these red stock. I'm not going to tap out. And I expect this summer for us to have lower lows and lower highs, like I've been saying. So we're just going to step down. We were ready for this. And there are going to present some buying opportunities, like some of the ones that you money movers, the ones that I called out today. That's what I'm buying, okay? And remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold this, or sell, but sometimes you just got to be patient. In closing, let me show you guys this. You have to understand sometimes, if you believe in a stock, let's say NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA, when you go to NVIDIA, guys, it doesn't matter, right? If you had it for the max, there were hills and valleys in NVIDIA. I'm sorry, that's not NVIDIA. What's going on? NVDA, come on. All right, there were some hills and valleys in NVIDIA. It wasn't a straight line up. There were times when it went up, it ran up. Look at that, that's 42%. But even from the peak of here down here, it went down 18%. And somebody bought it right here. And it went down here, all right? And they lost 18% and they thought all was lost. But if you're in something that you know or think that it's going to be much bigger down the road, then just think about this. You'd have been back up right here, but back down right here. If you'd have just hold, you'd still be up 54%. And not only that, if you're dollar cost averaging and you're putting more money in, you're following a 200-day moving average and you're putting more money in on these valleys, okay? And so what I'm saying to you is this doesn't apply to every stock, just the stock that you think has a great future, all right? It has a lot of potential. It's going to be much bigger down the road. I think Oklo, ticker symbol OKLO, is going to be much bigger down the road. I think ticker symbol USAR is going to be much bigger down the road. So instead of me looking at the red and being sad, I knew that this phase was coming for the summer. And so I'm cashing up, I'm buying dips, and I'm going to just be patient. There will be more NVIDIAs, okay? Look at what Micron has done. So do you freak out and sell every time you see some red? Nope. My overall portfolios, all of them are green. So it's up to you what you're going to do. All right. Listen, forgot to tell you guys that I'm going to be a speaker at the Melanin Money Awards in Atlanta this weekend. So ATL, I will be there in Atlanta this weekend. I have a few free tickets. I'm going to leave a link below to the Melanin Money Awards. Let me show you. It's these guys, these fine dress guys. All you have to do is just, I want to attend, hit here and go to general admission, hit buy ticket, put your information in, hit purchase ticket, and then put in my name, Larry Jones, for the coupon. I stand corrected. Just Larry. Put Larry in as the coupon code and you will get a free ticket. Okay? Just hit general admission, put in Larry, Larry, for the coupon code. Thank you. And you will get a free ticket. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you want to hear me speak and meet and greet me, then go ahead and do that. We have some tickets available, some free tickets if you use my name. All right. All right. We're going to leave it right there. Make sure you check the links in the description under this video. We will see you guys tomorrow, and keep your eye out for the CPI and the Fed tomorrow morning.